Hi there, welcome back. I'm FrozenMelon. We're continuing our Let's Play of Hades today. I said I am ready and raring to go. We have our spear today as well, which would be quite nice. I might as well jump into the run.
Alright, one more time.
Last run we did quite well. We ended up getting all the way to the end. We just lost on the second face against Hades.
Last time I felt a chill like this was on the surface. But who? Well, one way to find out. Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I understand, young Zagreus, that you would seek to leave that bitter darkness for this bitter cold. Quite honestly, I fail to see why. But I'll aid your plight, why not? For I can offer plenty of assistance, and you soon shall grow fond of it, I think.
Okay, so with this here, basically what we end up getting is a new god.
Now.
So she is unlocked because of the fact we've reached the surface. So that's all good. Get some keys on the first one. So yeah, I'm all filled up today, ready and raring to go.
Now let's be reasonable, no?
I had a little bit of a takeaway, which was quite nice, which managed to get some ramen from a very quite nice Japanese shop in town. So I will say, from the place I get it from, the beef is absolutely delicious. Just packed full of flavour. But now the tank is full. Get some games out today. Just have a little bit of relax now before doing some other things later this afternoon. I should say this evening, it's already this afternoon anymore.
Father won't miss a couple coins.
But what are kind of other people's sort of, how should we say, food of choice when it comes to takeaways? So I'm always quite a fan of a partial Indian myself. A nice curry.
Gemstones.
And I do like a very good Chinese, if we can get one, as well. Yeah, I do quite like my food myself, to be honest.
The power of the gods.
And just kind of having the ability to kind of pick up all sorts of different types of food. So it's quite nice to get different flavors, unique kind of things to cook with.
Within the depths of Tartarus reside the most wretched of all the shades who linger for eternity within the underworld, whose lord and master is especially unkind to those attempting to cheat death.
Lots of wretchedness to go around, I guess.
Hello? You know, Prince Ed, I'd not expected to run into you again, not after all this time. Something amiss down in the house, or what? Not had much company of late, is all.
Well, something's just about always amiss back home, sir. Figured it couldn't hurt to check up on things in Tartarus a bit more frequently.
Well, I am grateful for it, I and the old boulder there, in turn. I'm used to going lengthy stretches on my own, but having visitors from time to time would do me well.
I'll pick the darkness there.
Certainly, Highness.
Cheers, mate.
Now we get a nice mini boss fight here.
Sorry, wrong chamber. And I'm locked in.
But yeah, I've been cooking a lot more at home as well. I just kind of fancied a bit of a takeaway this evening. Well, I'd say early afternoon, or early evening, late afternoon.
Back to the shadows.
I gather Lady Demeter's already got a frigid hold on you. Certainly not the warmest member of the clan, now is she? But do be patient with her, she's been through a lot.
Special strikes foes. Yeah, I should take the dash because I'm going to be dashing quite a lot anyway, either way. Ah, I forgot the little thing there I missed. Oh well.
Must be the fountain chamber I commissioned back at home. Refreshing.
Do a bit of the healing. I do want the darkness, so we'll take the boss fight. Yeah, so I've been cooking more at home, more different types of food. Mainly focusing on sort of different types of rice-based dishes at the moment, with sort of like curries, fried rices, stuff like that.
Where now?
I would say probably having a good amount of it at the moment. Restore health. Gain that when you do it undamaged foes.
That must be one of those infernal troves.
So as you were saying here, those infernal troves are what we unlocked last run. Some of the gems that we got from the contractor. So essentially what they are is a kind of small little challenge that we can do.
You like that, you gods?
You're going to love it on Olympus, little godling. The air is beautiful and brisk, the gardens lush, the feasting plentiful. Why, it must be the opposite of everything to which you are accustomed.
Okay, and the healing is greater, the cast inflicts weak, which is going to be quite good actually. So here I can actually gain some gems from doing this challenge, which is what we'll do.
Whatever, let's try it.
So it's just kill
We have an
all the
intruder.
minions that spawn.
No time to lose.
There. Satisfied?
With that we got
There we
17.
go.
And all darkness is good. I will always take the nectar bottle there. Normally the way I kind of use the spear really is using the special a lot more. Because you kind of almost rapid fire it for a range. You can kind of do this sort of thing. You can always get backstab as well, which is quite nice, especially if an enemy's moving towards you. But I just don't have an ability on it just yet. So in this, by the looks of it, we're using a more unorthodox method that I don't really use with the spear. And we'll jump in and get some health with this one here.
Blood and darkness.
Interloper.
Now, I do it quite a lot with sort of home cooking as well. If I make sort of any sort of sauces or sauce bases like at home, I will end up then like saving a good amount of it. And when I do save that and I got some left over, I can make sort of like small like pastries, pies, stuff like that, pasties with those sauces as well.
Cheers for the coin.
You can kind of tweak the sauces just to be kind of used for other particular things. Sort of marinating meats like a couple of days beforehand or a day beforehand is always quite nice as well.
Almost.
I thought this would just kill everything. I didn't realise it was a. Didn't realise it was a timed room. I completely forgot about that. That's not too bad.
Useless.
Does
No,
get a good
correct.
amount of gold, which can go straight to the shop.
Hey, Carol. If there happens to be something really horrible awaiting me beyond that door, then give me a sign, won't you? Great.
So what's it?
Thank you.
Healing. So special does more damage and gets a chance to crit, which actually could be quite good, so I'll pick that up. Let's take this boss fight.
Oh no.
Listen to me, Zagreus. Your mother is long gone. You're never getting out of here, and even if you did, what hope could you possibly have in finding her up in the world out there?
I've hope enough. Not that it's any of your business anymore.
Your family is here, and so is your responsibility. You're running from yourself. Though, I can slow you down a bit, I think.
So this is where I kind of liked the special of this, because it just allows you to attack from range. Getting like really good damage on it as well is always quite nice.
I'll make you hurt. I'll make you suffer.
So yeah, I mean, any of you guys watching, do you have some sort of like tricks and tips you like to use in the kitchen? One of the things that I do sort of as a bit of a weird thing for most things, instead of using like sort of salt or sort of sugars to sweeten things or take the bitterness out of things, I will end up using a just dash of cinnamon. Which I don't know if there's a bit of an unusual thing, but it's one of those kind of like little secret ingredients that people go, oh, this tastes, you know, quite nice, so what you put in it? And of course they can never quite pick that one thing out, which I think is always quite funny.
Requesting backup. You dare. Catch Zagreus. Hold it right there. Enough.
But do you guys kind of have any like hidden cooking tips that you kind of like using in the kitchen that no one else kind of ever does, you think is a bit unusual or weird? And there are some weird things that I used to do with food that I kind of still do nowadays, which whenever I want to put nostalgia, it was always the chips from McDonald's and the milkshakes. And it gets to a point where the chips would go cold and I would then dip them into the milkshake, which is a weird one. Man, I really was a weird child sometimes.
Titan blood.
Megara failed again.
My keepsake collection.
Okay.
Just what the house contractor ordered.
So yeah, I could here, in essence, kind of change which one I was using at the moment, which we can always do if necessary. I might start taking the Lucky Tooth, get that upgraded, because it is quite useful for like the end game boss
Do I
fights.
still need these?
I'm going to sell it off the Purge
less
there
boon.
for the cast. Ooh. So getting that and getting that's quite nice, and then yeah, maybe getting extra health will be quite a good option to have.
Heading up. Check. The Asphodel Meadows.
Yeah, so there are probably a lot of you kind of watching sort of these later episodes and thinking to yourself why I haven't used the Titan Blood at the moment. So there is kind of a reason why I'm just not using it just now. Which, it's sort of, I'm still debating on some of the options later.
All set.
It's sort of maybe what I wanted to change or what I want to do. I'll say that it's true.
Could it be?
Why you?
Okay, and that is done.
Worthless wretches.
That's an extra 12,
Here we
so
are. I'll take them.
I'll take the key hit. Take the key of the darkness because I just want to try and unlock some of the later abilities as well, which would be quite a nice option to have available to us. And we took the environmental damage, it's kind of annoying. See there, we do get a bit of healing from that, which is quite nice. So that was the passive that I ended up picking up earlier. Okay.
Spreaders.
Yeah, but my day today is going to be a funny day, really. So outside the weather's kind of being hit or miss. Which is kind of an unusual thing to say, but it's like it's been raining one moment, and the next moment it's absolutely fine and lovely and sunny. So yeah, you haven't really kind of known what to make of it as such. I took a lot of damage there. There's one thing I'm not too sure on with that sort of little trinket I got from the Karen's Well, is if the enemies are spawned by another enemy, can they still have a chance to drop?
It's Hermes.
What's going on there, cuz? Can I call you cuz? Got something here for you, should make your battles to the death end that much quicker.
Can they still drop like the exact
Time to go.
the health upgrades, so like the restore health bits? Or can they not?
Yum.
Yeah, I'll take that actually. And we'll take the boss fight. Just gotta spend some of the gold there to try and increase my damage.
You're not due, sir.
Sorry, just concentrating here a little bit on these ones. Okay.
See you next time.
Say, were you hunting vermin near the surface lately, Zagreus? That's practically just like the real thing. It must have been a thrill.
Oh, Dash Strike deals more damage. And it will take away the oh, it is really good, but I'm just gonna have to take the aid. Getting the heroic abilities is something that I would love to do. Nah, we're doing it.
Surely Zeus won't mind.
I took quite a lot of damage from those. So as far as I'm aware, at the moment, if I were to die at the moment, I would use the trinket, not my normal death defiance. Which is kind of the whole point of me having at the moment, is just try and level it up a little bit so it restores more health when I do die.
Right.
Because one thing in this game that you probably have noticed is healing is very hard to come by. So a pom or take the weapon upgrade.
Onward.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still keep putting these videos out at the moment as far as what I'm doing. I enjoy doing them. They kind of pass the time for me when I've got nothing really much else to do or not much on. Kind of my upload schedule at the moment is still doing the daily videos with sort of like a game or two of the Hearthstone arena runs, which will kind of spread out over the course of the week. Sometimes it'll be like 2 games from there, sometimes it'll just be the 1. You never know, if they're really quick games, you might get 3. Who knows? But I think at the moment, with sort of the scheduling, we've got the sort of semi-arena, sort of the semi-minion mage deck that I think is going up at the moment, which, there we go. Oh, it does use Death Defiance first, that's a bit annoying. I thought it'd be the other way around, but never mind. Spin attack, special deals damage to armor, attacks do triple strike in a pattern.
Baratha grows stronger.
That's quite good. So, health upgrade, health upgrade. And straight into the boss fight.
Centaur strength.
And I'm planning to keep.
Hydra, you look different.
I plan to still keep these sort of videos up at the moment on a Monday and Friday. Obviously the schedules may decide to change depending on what's going on with myself at the moment. If there is any change into the upload schedule, I will let you guys know right up beforehand. At the moment, sort of any announcement stuff that will probably be in both the videos separated across, so whichever series you do kind of watch yourselves or have an interest in, regardless of which one it is. Said I will kind of let know any changes to my current schedule with those, so.
Whoa, that's not good.
But at the moment, I plan to keep it nice and steady as it currently is. I can never say it will stay like that. And at the moment, sort of with the setup and instruction and time frame I have, I still don't have any sort of plans to do anything like live streaming, but may do in the future, depending sort of if people want me to, like pertaining to the games, set it right for it, or if I just maybe just fancy doing some games live as well. So there are a few games in my head that I don't really want to play sort of recorded style and then uploading them. So these aren't too bad just because they're just runs that you can just set up and play whenever it's more convenient for myself. And the sort of save files, I can keep them separated out quite nicely. I can't tell if this is a glitch or is meant to happen. Because to my knowledge, as far as I was aware, he always used to go and do that at some point. Yeah, and then he just goes around the room. That's the Hydra down.
Any more heads you'd like chopped off? No?
Let's move on to the next one.
No paradise awaits
Hey,
you,
it's my
boy.
keepsakes.
Now I'll keep the lucky
Oh, I'm
tooth
sure
at
it's
the moment. And keep both of those. Sure, sell that just because I want the gold, really. Don't have that. Deal damage to armor, I think it's going to be quite useful. And let's get a treasure trove set up. I'm not expecting this run to kind of defeat Hades at the moment, so I might as well try and get as much out of it as possible. So this is sort of set up with this, because I don't think I'll get past the next boss fight at the moment with the way that the run's been giving me stuff.
Time to fight.
But I'm out with sort of other games I'm playing. Haven't played much of Pokemon Unite still. I'll actually play some of that later today. So it's been coming a little bit off. Keeping up really. So.
Their time's up.
Which I will admit, it probably would be nice to just have some good games for Pokemon Unite, really. And I'm actually going to take some gems now, just because I want to try and unlock and upgrade stuff a little bit more. Oh, great! This is when I wish I had Zeus's dodge still. Like, no offense, but these are some of the most annoying enemy designs. Chariots that follow you and explode.
No, you don't.
Like, I don't even defeat them, I just literally run away from them, which is the annoying part. And they blow up. Okay, get more gems there. I'll take a weapon upgrade. so that bonus damage to armor is actually coming out real useful here.
How many more of these are there?
Ooh. So this is where I said I quite like using the special. Just because of the fact that it comes back and deals backstab damage, which is quite nice. As well as then it can also bypass certain enemies. Your special deals 50% more damage, 50% chance, critical chance on recovery. Hold jab, cannot spin attack, hold special for up to with a minimum range reduced. Well, I'm amping up my attack, so doing that is going to be a lot more entertaining than I think using the special would be at the moment. I might as well take on this room. Go for the double rewards if we can. I'll pick up Zeus first just because he's more of a pain in the backside. If I do get something from him. And I'll take the cast bonus here.
Don't be messing with my feelings, Zagreus. My loyalty's hard won and quickly lost.
Had to do it, Artemis.
Just all the gods just seemed like really petty. Like, oh, you didn't pick my blessing, but then it's kind of weird because like I don't want to be like mean, but it's like none of them can hear me or know what I do.
We're not finished.
Right? So how do they know I didn't pick up their blessing? Or did they just assume betrayal because all the Greek gods betrayed everyone anyway? You know? They're definitely omnipotent, but it's just that one funny feeling that you kind of just think to yourself, like, yeah, you can't communicate, you don't know what I'm doing, so.
So you survived. So what? Here, why not take a boon and then be off?
Oh, she's pretty angry. Okay, so now
let's hunt some dead.
Hitting those is going to be quite useful. Go to the shop here. Spend some of this gold. Hopefully pick something up. It's quite nice. Healing.
The power of Olympus.
That should be a better bonus in general.
Be thankful that the rivers to your realm have not yet frozen over, Zagreus.
And if you take damage, chill a foe, just dash inflicts chills and we're fine here. And let's go. Hermes.
Well.
So you can see why I went for the arrows shooting every time I hit something. Just because it's kind of ridiculous and I can just sit there and spam the attacks like this. Oh, that hit me. Thought I was out the way of it. Yeah, so there is this enemy here when they get shields.
He's trying to respawn.
I'm not much of a fan of. Not because I think they're annoying, it's just because the only real way to stop them attacking you
almost had me
is to remove the faster. I could take that speed,
alright.
The only way to stop them is to stun them essentially, or to like just knock them out their attack animation. which you can do with most basic attacks if they don't have the shield, but when they have the shield they just become unstoppable, so you have to like dodge out the way, which can be somewhat difficult. I think we're going to probably lose it here. And that's fine, but it's just it's kind of really frustrating that you kind of learn this one basic mechanic from it as an enemy in one level, and then its superior version just removes its entire basic mechanic of sort of how you defend against it in a way. It's like those sort of shieldy guys.
No.
I had to damage on the trap there. The shield guys, if you get hit by them, the only way to get this again from behind, and then something like their better version decides that then, okay, now they have a shield from behind.
Showed that stupid Hydra at least.
It's more frustration dealing with it than anything else. Let's do the talking.
Oh, hey there, Dusa. How's your endless toil treating you?
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you could, you know, keep an eye on the procession line before Lord Hades, like you were supposed to?
Oh, that's no problem. I can definitely do that. I'll just add it to the list.
Good, then. Glad we had the chance to chat. Now, maybe get some sleep or something. You look pretty beat.
Get on it, Hypnos. Wonder what jobs the house contractor has available. You call my chambers a mess? Look at your desk, Father. Whatever happened to your court musician, huh? Where's his sentencing parchment work? Stuck in Tartarus all because he stopped singing for you on command?
My desk is far more organized than you, boy. And if you're so concerned about our court musician, why don't you commute his sentence yourself? Seeing as I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Sure, happy to oblige. I'll just ask the house contractor since you're too busy. Contractor, mind locating the court musician's sentence when you get the chance?
The Hound of Hell rests peacefully upon his favored spot.
Back soon, boy. I mean, old father's nice to you at least, isn't he, boy?
Yeah, Cerberus is a good boy.
The sealed weapons by your chambers. Your father won't observe their absence, I don't think. They remind him of a time he stood together with his brothers and sisters. He wants nothing more to do with any of that. I think it's fitting you've inherited their power.
A power that once sealed away the Titans. Maybe it's a power that can break me out of here. Thank you for helping me, Achilles. Meg must have gone back already.
The lounging area within the House of Hades is a dismal place to be, in spite of its intended purpose to enliven the house's grim inhabitants.
It's better than nothing.
So let's see what deals are on at the moment.
Deals.
I get some really good amount of darkness actually for the Ambrosia Bowl, which actually to get my levels up actually could be quite useful to take now. I don't really have much use for it at the moment. I don't know, or is it better to save it and then use it to get Titan Blood? See, this is sort of the decisions I end up making. Sometimes I'm not happy with either one of them. So, let's have a little look at what we've got on here. So at the moment, so you could just turn to there. The wealth is quite good. Might also get free Orpheus.
In the name of Hades, I commute our court musician sentencing effective now.
Oh, hello.
Ah, Orpheus.
So that's quite nice. And do I want to get any more of that at the moment? Not really.
Oh, hello, Zagreus.
I understand you liberated me from my eternal punishment, and so I have returned to serve your father here. Thanks.
Orpheus, you're back. Look, don't get on Father's bad side like that and you're going to be fine. Besides, right now I think he's angry with me.
I grieve for you, my friend. But if you've come to ask me for a song, why, I'm afraid I must stand firm about my answer.
It's all right. Father can't make you sing if you don't want to.
Said Orpheus is a bro. We'll learn that later.
Hey mate, here. I got this from my favorite court musician.
Oh my, but you can't simply be this kind to me without retaliation on my part, my friend. And so in turn, I have a gift for you.
You're too kind, mate.
Okay. So we could get some more keys, which I think would be quite useful just to take one. Just so we get the next stage of our level set up.
Let's go with this one then.
And let's start
It's a good
doing...
job having to sweep up after Cerberus sheds everywhere.
It wasn't your fault, Cerberus.
How about this, contractor? This ought to make the lounge a little more presentable, until Cerberus wrecks it again.
Finally, you cleared the mess you caused.
And there we go, we made the lounge a little bit better as well. We have some money left over to decorate our bedroom if required. But I'm not going to do that. I'll take the urns up.
Here you go. I'll be on the lookout for this when I'm in the area.
Just we do get a little bit of gold, we've got something worthwhile to use it for. And then we'll keep the rest for later. So let's see what abilities we can upgrade at the moment. Actually, we'll see here.
Pleasure doing business with you, Fates.
So you get more gems there. So I need at least 10 keys for the moment, which we could go and grab now if we need to. But we'll max that out. Don't need more darkness just yet. And let's see what weapons we'll be using for the next run.
Hey, something back there for you, pal.
Another weapon.
Ah.
Boyo, next time you make it to the big VIP area upstairs, you watch out for those weapon-wielding gents out there. The eyeball soul thing that pops out when you beat them, you gotta squash those too, or else they'll grab their gear and come right back.
Crush the souls of Elysium's exalted shades to stop them from regenerating over and over. I'll definitely do that next time I'm there.
It's like how it always explains the mechanics. Just like we're doing the sword.
Care for a warm-up with that?
You can Stygius out, which would be quite nice.
That's interesting.
And then I could end up picking up... Guess we'll take that one there next. But essentially, that's it for this run. So I say if you do like these videos, again, do leave a like and do subscribe to the channel for more.
I won't be stuck here all my life.
And I will then see you in the next run.